Hey everyone, and welcome back to Authentic Worth Publishing, bringing worth back into you through storytelling and book writing. Today's video is about knowing your voice and understanding the importance of your story. So I'm going to dive into my third book, From Glory to Glory, Great Beauty in Seasons of Pain and Strong at the Broken Places. I did a recent video about this book on my personal YouTube channel, so I will be linking that in the description bar below as well. Now, when it comes to finding your voice in book writing, it's about understanding the nature of your book. Your book carries a lot of weight. And when you think about writing, it does start with a thought that then becomes written words. And then when you speak it, that's when it becomes more of a reality. I remember taking the time to record my first audiobook for From Glory to Glory on our website. And I tell you, it was so amazing, but you had to be in a very quiet environment. And the experience of being able to vocalize my book made such a difference. And now, in our generation, there are so many audiobooks that people are listening to. And the more you listen to the person's voice, whether it's your voice or you've asked someone else to narrate it for you, it becomes so real. It becomes so organic. Now, if I'm to open my book and just read and say, let's start with this. Going through different upbringings has such an impact on how life is perceived. Some may have had an easy life, and others may have not had it as easy as it looks. But in the end, it remains a choice that must be taken into consideration. You either choose to be happy or unhappy. You either allow the situation to get the best of you or you leave it out. Whether you meet people and they have exited your life, leave it alone. Whether someone betrayed your trust, let go. Stop allowing petty situations to get the better of you. It causes unnecessary stress. When last did you check upon your health? Your own mental health, for that matter. How about focusing on what is in front of you and not allowing people's thoughts or opinions to get in the way of decisions? You see how beautiful that sounds? My tone has changed in certain aspects. But then it wraps up with saying, when last have you checked your mental health? When last have you done a thorough inward check on yourself? And many of us, when it comes to our books that we've written, what else are we doing with our books? Are we just leaving them as paperbacks and hardbacks and ebooks? Do we believe in the vision of our books that we can diversify by using our voices? There's power in your voice. And I know that there are times where we hear people say, oh, I don't like my voice. It's not nice. It's too low. It's too high. It's too deep. It's too steep. It's too wide. But you still have to love your voice because your voice is unique to you. And that's what makes it beautiful. And I remember going through so many reruns of From Glory to Glory, and it was worth it. Going through it chapter by chapter, making sure that it was flowing. And another benefit as to why using your voice is very important is because everybody is not the same. So some people may gravitate to ebooks and some people gravitate more to paperback books. But regardless, as long as the words are on the book, that is what matters. So I want to remind you, particularly for those who are already authors and those who are looking to become authors, when you write down your words for your book, think about how you can communicate that to your audience. And this also may include using quotes from your book to show on your social media profiles and share the image of your book cover as promotion to get people aware of your story. You can also ask friends and family to read it and let people know about your book. You can also have a book launch where your hosts can read your book on your behalf. If you've written a foreword in your book, you can get the writer of that foreword to read your book. My fifth book, Confident Face, my beautiful friend and sister wrote my foreword. And that's the most important thing that we really have to remember. That when we're writing, we're not just writing for an audience of one, we're writing for an audience of many. There are so many people that are yet to discover you. With all that is in front of you, how are you utilizing it? How can people find a way to connect with you? Even if it's through YouTube videos like this, you're using your voice. Whether you've got TikTok, you're using your voice. Whether it's Reels, you're using your voice. Your voice matters and it is unique to you. And the more you start using it, the more comfortable you will be. And the more likely you are able to speak to crowds. And that fear will subside. There's so much in each and every one of us that we must be reminded that where you are isn't just your customer base. You can have customers anywhere and everywhere around the world as long as you put in the work and the effort. I remember recording this book and my oh my, I laughed and I cried because the nature of this book is so touching that many, if not all, can resonate with. And I want to remind you that even if you are struggling with writing your first book, or if you need encouragement and motivation and support, Authentic Worth is now doing memberships for authors and business owners to encourage them on their writing journey and to be their authentic selves. And I'm going to list more information about the memberships in the description bar below. I want you to remember this before we go. Your story is viable, and your story will take you further than you know. Hold on to your voice. Identify your unique story and let the world be inspired by it. Don't ever hide your story for fear that nobody will read it. Don't ever think that your voice is not loud enough or is not confident enough. You start gradually, you build globally. There will be moments where more books will be written, and all you want to do is use your voice. Let that be something that changes your life today, to use your voice. Use it in a way that brings change, that brings inspiration, that provokes people to do better. The title From Glory to Glory is you're going higher and higher in life, despite being in seasons of pain. You can still go higher. Most people use their voices when they are in their most vulnerable states. Not when things are always good, but it's in those difficult moments that voices are heard more. And you will understand why the books that we publish are all to do with authenticity, education, motivation, memoirs, biographies, so many topics to think of. But every author has written from an authentic and organic place, a place where they are honest to be themselves, where they release their emotions, where they release what has held them down, and how they use that to encourage others. And that's what book writing is about. A book is never just for yourself. A book is a gift that you give to others. So is your voice. So is your story. So use it well and don't hold back. Don't wait until you have everything together. You can build now in gradual stages. And you can build when you have the right community around you. At Authentic Worth Publishing, no one is ever alone. Everyone has the opportunity to share their perspective and their voice during our online seminars and in-person workshops. Without further ado, I want to say thank you very much for my listeners and to my new subscribers. As you're watching our videos, you're getting inspiration from not just myself, but from those that have published their books. We are always open to hearing different stories, and we want you to know that your story is valid and we want to help you. So if you would like more information about how you can start writing your book, email us at info@authenticworth.com, or if you already have a manuscript that's ready to go, send your manuscript submissions to submissions@authenticworth.com. I'll also link them down in the description bar below. In the meantime, I hope that you have an amazing day wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great day, and remember, your story is valid and your voice matters. Use it well, it will go far. Take care. Bye-bye.